Hey up. Welcome to my ramble this week. I'm going to be talking this week about the reason that I dropped carbon plated footwear, and the sort of benefits that I've reaped a little bit over the last few months of dropping carbon plated footwear. So yeah, join me on my ramble as I talk all shoes and everything, what it means to me, and how it will better in good old days, back in my day. So, carbon running shoes. Why did I stop running in them? So personally, came from a background of barefoot running. I used to run everywhere in I had Adios Boost. I don't own a pair of them anymore. Well, I do. They're in the shed, but I'm not going in the shed. So Adios Boost, Boston Boost up to version 9. Used to run everywhere in them. They were my go-tos. And then I used to train a pair of these. So these are Nike Free Runs, barefoot running shoes. I wear them as casual trainers, to be honest, but they've got full flexion. I think the advert, they used to twist them like that. So yeah, used to run everywhere in them, and that's the background I came from. I mean, there are a lot of research done in terms of barefoot running, why it is good for you, and I did a lot of reading into it. One of my university lecturers was I call him a foot doctor or something, but he weren't a podiatrist, but they're a bit of a geek and a science when talking about the importance of your feet. So I came from that background, and in the back of my head, when I first made the transition in 2019 to carbon running shoes, morally I had to question myself as to why I need to put myself in carbon plated footwear at the time anyway. But I was stood on the start line. It was just after Manchester Marathon in 2019, and I'd just done a 2:26:48 in my Adios Boost, and I ran a really, really good race, PB'd at the time, but I was looking around and everyone on the start line there were in Vaporflies. And then fast forward, got a couple of months down the line, and I think Doncaster 5K in the town centre was one of the first races then where I didn't have, where I wore my 4%, my Vaporflies, and then I made the transition into wearing carbon shoes for racing. So yeah, the last few months post Berlin and York Marathon, decided carbon shoes, I'm wearing them for sessions, wearing them for my long Sunday runs. I've decided that they are for me in terms of racing, but in training, I need to put myself in the most difficult scenario so that I can overcome it. So training, what is it? It's training's putting yourself in an uncomfortable position and dealing with it to put a strain on your body, so that stress can then lead you to improvements. It's race simulation at times. So if you're doing sessions or anything like that, they might be simulated where you're doing sessions fatigued or anything. So this is a New Balance RC Elite, carbon plated, so very minimal. You got bend in it, but you don't have much bend. I think if I do bend it anymore, I'd break the carbon plate in that. This is the shoe that I've made a switch to. So the New Balance RC Elite, to be honest, I've not run in them much because the insoles drop out. But this shoe, the New Balance Rebel, which I've had V1, V2, V3 now, made the switch to non-carbon plated, so it's got a full bend. So from that, and me moving now to non-carbon plated shoes, there's different stuff and different adaptations that can take place that I feel I'll benefit from the most. So I've dropped wearing these on sessions because that's what I'm wearing on sessions. Well, in races I wear them anyway. I still wear them in races. I was wearing these on sessions, my Nike Vaporflies, and I've gone to this. I have got two of them, I promise you. So there's foot strength, so I bang on it a million times. I broke my feet a few times, and my foot breaks have only ever come from wearing carbon plated shoes. So your feet aren't doing the flexion or extension, your metatarsals aren't reacting. As soon as you step out of carbon plated shoes into something else, you're not going to have that strength. So putting my body in an uncomfortable position allows me to develop that strength over time in my feet. If I go back to wearing carbon shoes over a long period of time, I might lose that strength. Also, leg strength. You want your legs to get stronger. If you're doing hill reps, you want to benefit 110%, 100% from the hill reps that you're doing. You don't want it to look good on Strava by having carbon plated shoes on so that you're going really fast. So it's letting your body and your legs and your abs and every other single muscle that's in your body do the work so that you reap the rewards, and you're putting yourself in that uncomfortable position so that you can reap the rewards in training. And it allows them, as I've mentioned, adaptations to take place so that when you put on your carbon plated shoes come race day, that you're like a superhero and you give yourself all the tools that you need around you. So you've got your nice kit on, you've got your gels in your pocket, so you've got your nutrition, you've got your fancy looking watch on. You might want to put some smelly aftershave on if you want, but giving yourself all these tools and these performance enhancements on race day that can come from the carbon plated shoes as well. Just like wearing compression socks to help your recovery and stuff like that. So putting them, it makes you feel good. Like when you put a number on your chest, you'll just go that little bit faster. And then the other thought was, I've had a foot injury, and since carbon plated shoes have come in, I've seen so many people from an elite level down to an amateur level that have picked up foot injuries, and they've picked up foot injuries that they've never had before. And my personal opinion, and it is from carbon plated shoes, and if your foot isn't flexing when you are running, then you aren't getting that strength out of it. There's a time and a place, and just put them on race day. There's also, if you're a heel, so I'm not a heel striker, I'm a 4-foot striker, but anywhere on the heel, you're not getting the benefit out of the carbon shoe either. So yeah, it's just one of them observations, but it's not for me. And then 2019, I ran my 2:25:02. That's my marathon PB. Bang on about it forever and a day. But pre-carbon shoe, I ran 2:26:48. So when I jumped in from carbon shoes, from non-carbon shoes to carbon shoes, that's when I've ran my best times. So trying to take myself back into that sort of mode of when I ran my best times, it was in that pre-carbon shoe to changing over to carbon shoe era. So might work again. Who knows? We'll see in April, come London Marathon start line, well, finish line, how that's got on. And it's all an experiment, just trying to get there and find out, like burning your magnesium on a Bunsen burner. Yeah, so current shoe rotations for me personally, I thought I'd just add this into the video as well because it might help you. Someone commented on one of my videos from a while back and asked me, so I thought I might do a new one. So yeah, I'm just going to show you shoes that are worn. I'm not sent anything for free, and yeah, they definitely got some miles on them. So I work in a free category sort of thing. I've got a recovery everyday shoe, fast workout shoe, and then I've got my carbon plated race day shoes. Race day shoes can be non-carbon plated as well, but I think all mine currently are. They are, so yeah, that's what they are. But I don't wear any of my race day shoes for training. Like, don't go anywhere near that. So New Balance 1080 V13. These are the dogs at the minute. I'll not finish that sentence. This is my recovery everyday shoe. All of these. So Fresh Foam More V4s. Nike Invincible. These are the V2s. I ain't got a pair of V3s. And then one that I've just added to my collection, Asics Gel Nimbus 25, mainly because they're cheaper out of all the four at the minute, them and the Fresh Foam More. So yeah, they're my recovery everyday shoes. Then I've got a fast, like tempo workout shoe. So I've already mentioned this. Another one of the dogs as well. I love New Balance at the minute. It's a New Balance Rebel, bringing out a new pair of this sometime soon. And then another one that people might not have heard of or never have worn. I wear these really for when it's snowy because they've got some nice grip on the bottom. But I also wear them for sessions. So Puma Velocity Nitro. I think these are the Velocity Nitro 2s. They are cheap, but I enjoy them and they've got a nice feel to them when you are running. So yeah, they're my tempo and workout shoes. Don't have many of them, and all non-carbon plated as well. And then Yeah, so my fast training tempo shoe, you could race in them if you want. I've done park runs in my Rebels just because I enjoy them, and they're a nice shoe. It's always a pleasure to run in them. And then I've got a race day shoe. So my main go-to race day shoe is an Alpha Fly V1. I enjoy that, and it feels like I get the most out of that in comparison to the Vaporfly. The Alpha Fly V1, I haven't tried the V2, but I don't trust it. I hear a lot of mixed reviews. I do some faster stuff, so 5Ks. I might do some park runs in this. So the Vaporfly, these are the V1 Vaporflies. Then obviously you got the 4%. You got the Vaporfly V2s, which I've got. Don't like them as much, and I've not jumped into the V3s yet. So yeah, I wear them sometimes. Now I'm just going to tell me off because these are on living room floor, by the way. And then I also wear Saucony Endorphin Pro. I really like these, but I wear these mainly when it's a bit muddy. I don't know why, because there's not much grip on the bottom, but I do enjoy them. They're quite a nice shoe. I bought them for the Barnsley Boundary and enjoyed them for that. So yeah, and then I also sometimes wear these at the New Balance RC Elite just because they're a nice shoe, but I've taken the insoles out of mine because the insoles kept falling out. So yeah, I took the insoles out of them, so it does feel a bit naked when you're running in them. But yeah, they're my current like race day shoes. They're all singing and dancing, carbon plated for them, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And I've got a lot of them race day shoes, but I don't wear them often. It's mainly because I've bought them when they've been cheap or on offer, if I'm being honest with you, and they do gather dust in cupboard. I have also got a pair of Adizero Pros, wrote a list here, and Puma Deviate Nitros. The Deviate Nitros are class. I do like Puma. But yeah, it's just another shoe that I bought because it was cheap and I thought I'd want to try it. So yeah, that's my current shoe rotation. That's me explaining why you should ditch carbon plated shoes as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the little bell and get notifications about when new videos are going on the channel. Cheers for listening this week. Cheers for supporting us, and we'll see you next week. Where I think I'm doing a long run next week, and we've got a parkrun outing at Hillsborough Park as well. So I've started doing the 20 milers on a Sunday, did 21 this morning. So we're cooking and dancing. I'm ready to roll into London. So yeah, cheers for listening.